Stop for a moment before scrolling. Let me ask you a question that could completely change how you view the world. Do you believe that being good keeps you safe? That kindness protects you, generosity builds loyalty, or honesty earns respect? If your answer is yes, prepare to confront one of society's most dangerous myths. The biggest mistake most people make is thinking that being good equals being safe. The truth is harsher. Goodness is like fire. It can burn everything you've worked for. Your relationships, career, dreams, everything. Niccolò Machiavelli understood this. He observed good leaders fail, kind rulers destroyed, and generous people betrayed by those they helped. And he documented it all. Today, I'm going to reveal his hidden truth, the unseen cost of goodness. You'll learn why your kindness may actually make you vulnerable, why people exploit it, and most importantly, how to transform it into a strategic strength. Let me be clear, this isn't a call to become cruel or hurtful. It's about using goodness deliberately. In a world of wolves, blind kindness leaves you prey. Now drop this affirmation in the comments. I choose strategic goodness. From this moment, you won't give blindly. You'll give strategically. In this video, we'll examine why goodness doesn't always protect you and how to turn it into real power. Let's begin. Goodness as exposure. Think about the kindest person you know. Are they truly respected, or are they the go-to person when others need something? The reality is that consistent kindness often makes you vulnerable. People see you as predictable, knowing you won't resist or say no. They push boundaries because they know you won't fight back. You become the office doormat, the friend who always pays, the family member who always agrees to help, even at your own expense. I knew a team manager who always supported his team, yet when promotion name came, he was passed over. Why? Because kindness alone doesn't signal leadership. It signals servitude. When you are always available, your help becomes expected, your boundaries ignored, your willingness taken for granted. Machiavelli said, "The lion cannot protect himself from traps, and the fox cannot defend himself from wolves. One must therefore be a fox to recognize traps, and a lion to frighten wolves." Trying to survive as a sheep in a world of wolves is why many people get hurt. Drop this affirmation. I protect my energy. 2. The generosity trap. Here's a paradox. The more you give, the less people value it. At first, generosity earns praise. Over time, however, it breeds dependency, entitlement, and even resentment. Helping someone once earns gratitude. Helping 10 times, and it becomes expected. The moment you say no, you're seen as selfish. This happens in parenting, friendships, and workplaces alike. Gifts, favors, and compromises initially feel appreciated, but soon become routine. When you stop giving, others focus only on that absence. Your generosity doesn't create loyalty, it creates addiction. Humans adapt quickly to positive experiences, a psychological phenomenon called hedonic adaptation. What once impressed eventually becomes normal. Your consistent kindness loses its impact, while the rare act of refusal stands out. Machiavelli wisely noted, benefits ought to be conferred gradually, and in that way, they will taste better. Scarcity creates value, abundance destroys it. Drop this affirmation. I give strategically. 3. The mask of virtue. Society values appearances more than reality. People judge your image, not your intentions. To maintain influence, you must project goodness, while controlling outcomes beneath the surface. Successful leaders rarely succeed by being universally kind. They show virtue selectively, smiling publicly, making tough decisions privately. They demonstrate mercy strategically and assert strength when necessary. The appearance of virtue often outweighs virtue itself. This isn't deception, it's timing. True leadership sometimes requires appearing harsh to protect or help effectively. Show your strength to the world while reserving softness for strategic moments. Machiavelli observed, "Everyone sees what you appear to be. Few experience what you really are. Perception shapes reality." Drop this affirmation, "I control my image." 4. The economics of power. Every act of kindness has a cost. Saying yes repeatedly drains your finite time, energy, and resources. Most well-meaning people give until they have nothing left, then wonder why they feel exhausted or resentful. Think of airplane instructions. Put on your oxygen mask first. If you collapse helping others, you help no one. Similarly, overextending yourself weakens your ability to contribute meaningfully. Sustainable kindness requires boundaries. I learned this personally. Saying yes to everyone led to resentment, delays in my projects, and reduced ability to help those who truly needed it. Machiavelli stated, "He who wishes to be obeyed must know how to command." Command begins with oneself. Drop this affirmation. I protect my resources. 5. Strategic use of virtue. This isn't about abandoning virtues like mercy, honesty, or generosity. It's about wielding them like tools used at the right moment for maximum impact. A sword on a shelf protects no one. A sword in skilled hands can save lives. Your goodness should operate the same way. Help intentionally, show mercy strategically, and give where it counts. Focus on impactful actions for those who matter most. Exceptional leaders throughout history, Martin Luther King Jr., Mother Teresa, were not universally soft, they were selectively and purposefully good. Before agreeing to any request, ask yourself, is this aligned with my goals? Will this action have meaningful impact? Does it strengthen my influence and relationships? Strategic goodness ensures your acts matter, your energy is preserved, and your respect grows. Ask yourself these 3 questions before agreeing to anything. Does this align with my values and goals? Can I do this without depleting myself? Will this person respect and appreciate what I'm doing? If the answer is no, don't just say no. Say it kindly, but firmly. When you do say yes, do it completely. Give your full effort, create real value, and make a meaningful difference. This way, your yeses carry weight, your help is remembered, and your generosity builds loyalty instead of entitlement. Machiavelli once said, "The promise given was a necessity of the past. The word broken is a necessity of the present." Sometimes keeping your word to one person requires breaking it with another. Being good to your family may mean setting limits with colleagues. Protecting your goals can disappoint those who want to consume your time. Strategic virtue isn't selfish, it's effective. Drop this affirmation. I choose effective kindness. 6. The illusion of gratitude. Here's a harsh truth. Gratitude is temporary. Favors, help, and sacrifices have an expiration date in people's minds. Repeated kindness can shift from appreciation to expectation. At first, helping your neighbor is met with thanks. By the 3rd or 4th time, it's assumed. If you decline, suddenly you're seen as selfish. This is human nature. We adapt to good treatment, taking exceptional acts for granted. Your consistent kindness loses value. Your constant availability becomes ordinary. People begin to assume your giving is effortless, when in reality, it costs you. Machiavelli observed, "Men judge generally more by the eye than by the hand." Your past kindness becomes invisible. Your current actions are what they judge you by. Drop this affirmation. I create lasting impact. 7. Results over intentions. The world values outcomes, not motives. Pure intentions mean little if your actions don't produce meaningful results. History remembers achievers, not the merely nice. Being liked is temporary. Being effective leaves a legacy. Tough decisions often cause discomfort, but they generate lasting positive change. Parents, teachers, and leaders demonstrate this. Discipline, teachers. High standards prepare, and difficult choices build strength. True goodness prioritizes results over appearances. Nice people avoid conflict. Good people resolve it. They tell the hard truth and drive real progress. Machiavelli said, "The end justifies the means." This doesn't justify cruelty. It underscores that intentions matter less than outcomes. Drop this affirmation. I focus on outcomes. 8. Legacy and survival. What truly matters is survival and the legacy you leave. History honors those who endure, survive, and create lasting impact, not merely the agreeable. Steve Jobs wasn't known for being pleasant, but his work changed billions of lives. To leave a positive mark, you must protect yourself, preserve your energy, and be strong enough to help others sustainably. Kindness alone doesn't protect you. Strategic strength does. The most influential leaders set boundaries, make hard decisions, and wield goodness purposefully. Machiavelli advised, "It is better to be feared than loved if you cannot be both." Respect and impact matter more than affection. You don't have to choose between being strong and being good. You should be both. But if strength is absent, even the best intentions make you vulnerable. The key lesson: blind goodness is dangerous. It leaves you open to exploitation, drains your resources, and creates unsustainable expectations. Strategic goodness, however, becomes a tool for survival, influence, and lasting change. It transforms your kindness into a powerful force that shapes outcomes, creates loyalty, and leaves a meaningful legacy. Now ask yourself, will you continue giving blindly until it harms you, or will you master strategic, effective, and powerful goodness? The choice is yours, but you now have the knowledge to act wisely. If this video opened your eyes, hit like. For more insights that challenge your perspective, subscribe and ring the bell. Share this with someone who needs it. Your goodness isn't a weakness. When used strategically, it becomes your greatest strength. Drop this affirmation: I master strategic goodness. In a world full of wolves, don't be a sheep, be a shepherd. Protect the flock through wisdom, strategy, and strength. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.